All right, good morning. Beautiful morning. And even though it's the weekend, I try to stay on plan. Well, I do stay on plan. Try to stay productive. And overall, I really just try to enjoy the weekend. I am 15 weeks out, and today is the very first day that I woke up hungry. So, about to start my morning routine. First thing every single morning I do is take Vaughn outside because I don't know if you can hear in the background, but she's just been whining away. That's usually my alarm clock. So that typically starts going off at like 6:30. She didn't start until about 7. I rolled out of bed a good 7:25, 7:30. So we're about to head downstairs, do that, and then I'm gonna come up and start my day. So it was a good sleep last night. It was a good sleep. Good form, dude. Way to be, kid. Way to be, boy. Way to be. I love Saturday and Sunday mornings because there's usually nobody out. You know, Friday nights get pretty rowdy here. Nothing too crazy, but Saturday mornings is just complete bliss. You know, no cars, no people. I can smell the coffee shop right across the street, and it's just Saturday mornings are amazing. So I like to get up and do my thing on the weekend because I get to enjoy some peace and quiet. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. You got any, these are expensive beans, right? All right, first order of business is coffee. I need coffee. Ooh, that's strong. That's really strong. It's different from my normal one. It's good. It's strong as fuck though. So I break my day up into, I guess, like block scheduling. And I'm not somebody who can follow an hour by hour schedule. It never works. I'm usually late with something, or, you know, I run long with another thing. So I have like 4 to 5 blocks throughout the day. Obviously, first one is the morning block. I do all my morning routine stuff. Take Bone outside, take my supplements, drink my coffee, meditate a good 5-10 minutes, ground myself, go do cardio, sauna, cold plunge, and I'll come back up for the learning block. Trying to learn a new hobby or get into a new hobby. I'm trying to day trade, and it's like a new language. So I'm still super new to it. Don't ask for advice. I'm not gonna give you any. I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm not looking to get like that get rich quick scheme. I just think it's like super important for, you know, as a man to know the stock markets, and even as a woman, I think it's very important just to be fluent with our economy. So I'm getting into that, and hopefully I do reap the benefits of that one day. But after learning block, that typically runs from 9:30 to 10:30, and then from 10:30 to either 1 or 2, I try to get some work done. That's like the work block, where I'll do content, work on some Vaughn Street stuff. We're just getting a whole bunch of new pretzels in, and if you haven't tried them, go try the pretzels. They're absolutely amazing. They're in a bunch of stores. I'm sure they're in a store by you. And I'm also getting into coaching. So right now we have the Light membership, which is pretty much just like a workout app, which is almost the closest thing you can get to one-on-one at a much lower price point. But I do start one-on-one in May, so I'm excited for that. And then from about like 2 to 4, we have the training block where I go to the gym, I work out, whatever body part it is. Right now I'm doing a push-pull leg split, so I'll typically run whatever that day consists of. I'll do some abs, maybe get some steps in, and then I'll come home. I usually take 5 to 7 as, I guess, like a preparation block. So for the next day, I'll do some meal prep. I'll get whatever I need to get done. If I need to do some chores in the house, I'll do that. And if I do have some extra time within that time frame, I might just kick on that couch with Bo, take her for a longer walk, take her to a dog park, whatever it is. I think steps are one of the most important things on prep. And right now mine are at 9K. And I'm sure last prep we bumped them up to like 15K. So they will get pretty high, but it's very doable. So 5 to 7, staying productive. And then 7:30 to about 9:30, I'm usually watching a movie, some YouTube university stuff, really trying to get into that day trading. Ugh. Let's go do some cardio. All right, now we're ready for cardio. So right now, since my cardio is pretty low, I've only got 20 minutes on the elliptical, which is like low to like medium intensity. I do all my cardio fasted. So in the morning, I'll go down to the gym, do that. But super important to get the electrolytes in. Helps prevent fatigue, muscle cramps, and it just keeps you hydrated as well. It's the cardio fit. This drops on the 18th, by the way. It's the boys club. Code Vaughn. We get 5 flips. All right, so this is what we're working with for breakfast. We've got 225 grams of shrimp, 4 eggs, and 2 slices of bread. And one of these is the end slices. You know, the end slices, they need love too. And sometimes I even feel like the end slice of bread. And if you do too, that's okay. Because even though it's shaped different, doesn't fit in, it's not the usual, not wanted, and often left behind, it still has the qualities of the other slices of bread. And you know, that's what really matters. What's on the inside is a lot better than what's on the outside. So this is what breakfast is looking like. And this is the everyday meal. You know, sometimes I interchange the proteins. I don't have shrimp every morning. I usually go for like a chicken. Sometimes I'll do a shake. Shake is always really good, but I feel like as of recent, I've really been enjoying getting like actual food in. So this is the breakfast. I'll have 104 grams of blueberries right after this. And then my next meal will be a little bit later in the day, maybe like 2 or 3 hours from now. All right, so I just had my pre-workout meal, 2 scoops of the peanut butter banana, a cream of rice with almond butter and honey. And right now I'm mixing up the pre-workout drink. So we got liquid glycerol, 2 servings, liquid glycerol, 1 scoop of pump, a little bit of caffeine from this. I'm doing like half a scoop. I'm not too heavy on the caffeine lately, just because I have like a coffee in the morning, maybe like an energy drink throughout like midday. So I try to keep this pretty low, and it's a little bit on the later side. But I went to the farmer's market today, and that was the first time I ever been to this one down here. Like I've been to a farmer's market before, but the amount of fresh produce, it was crazy, bro. Like when I go into Whole Foods, I feel like kind of bougie, whatnot. Like there's really good food there, high quality. But this farmer's market was next level, bro. Like I think I'm gonna get, it's only on Sundays, so, or Saturdays. It's just different. But overall, I'm really excited for the session today. I got a little bit of sun after the farmer's market, just hung out for a little bit, came, did some work. Not came like that. Like I came back to my place and did some work. And now I'm going to the gym. So I'll see you at the gym. I feel so much better throughout my entire day when I have a solid morning. I used to have this horrible habit of going to sleep on my phone, you know, just doom scrolling TikTok or Reels or whatever it is. And then very first thing when I wake up, I'll do the same exact thing. You know, I'll hear my alarm go off, I'll swipe up my phone, and then I'm just stuck in this cycle. I'll check my text messages, and then I'll go to Snapchat, and then Instagram, and then TikTok, and then, you know, from TikTok, I'll just start swiping. Throughout my entire day, I'm running at like half capacity, and, you know, none of my fucking brain cells are working. But on days where I just get going and, you know, I have like a good structured morning, a night and day difference of, you know, my mental clarity. I have no fogginess throughout the day. And then even like I feel more motivated to get shit done. So this is a new spot. You know, I found like an OG gym here that I've been going to for a while, but this one's really nice. I think the favorite thing about this, bro, is that they don't have air conditioning, and I get such solid pumps here. So I've been here once or twice before, or a handful of times maybe. I'm not too sure about machinery, but I think I'm hitting chest today, so it shouldn't be that rough. I'll typically just stick to like some heavy presses, some flies, whatever, some body weight stuff, and call it a day and get an absolutely amazing pump. So so the audio might be completely cooked because the music in here is pretty loud. But that was my first time starting off with incline dumbbell in quite a while, and to be completely honest, it didn't feel as good as I remembered. You know, I think I might have just gotten used to a lighter dumbbell because the gym that I'm usually training at, they cap out at 100. So I typically use a range from like, I don't know, 80 to 100, get a really good pump, run that for like reps, like 20 plus. And I'll leave that movement feeling gassed and like just swollen. But right now, I feel like my heart rate was just cranked and I was just moving the weight around, not really getting a good contraction, which you honestly don't want, especially for the first movement. So I'm at the chest fly right now, and I'm really aiming to get a solid pump here. You know, I didn't really achieve that on the first movement, so I need to get it here to have a good workout, or at least I'll get out of my head for it. Train of thought got cut off before, but staying off your phone in the morning is one thing, but staying off your phone in the gym, that will make your workouts 100 times better. You know, if you come in here, no distractions, really just get to work, focus on your lift the entire time, you know, you're gonna cruise through it. And I feel like a lot of times you come into the gym, you or I will get a pump within like the first, I don't know, 5, 10, maybe even 15, 20 minutes. And like if you hold that pump through the entirety of your workout, you know it's gonna be a good session. As soon as you pick up your phone, once you get the pump though, if you stay on it a little too long and start to lose it, that's just not coming back. So I think staying off your phone the entire workout, you know, have your music going, whatever it is, but don't be scrolling, put it on D&D, don't be responding to anybody, because once you lose that pump, like I said, it's a wrap. I like to go like medium-ish weight there, crank out a bunch of reps, and then towards the end of the movement where I can't really go anymore, I'll switch over to almost like a close grip press where instead of a fly motion, it's more of a press motion, and then I'll burn out from there. You know, I'll hit true failure twice within one set, and within, I don't know, 3 sets, I'm good, I'm ready to move on. But I slid over to a tricep movement. My elbow's been feeling like a little weird, so I think I'm gonna get some body work, get that all fixed up, because it's even traveling up towards like the back part of my shoulder. Last thing I need is a torn tricep. So I start to really enjoy my weekends because I get to go to Whole Foods and get some groceries. You know, it's the closest and probably the best spot to me. And I've been getting my protein all from MegaFit. You know, I have a nice split between shrimp, chicken, and ground beef, but there are some things on the meal plan that MegaFit does not offer. So gotta pick that up, and I do prefer a whole food type store with organic or fresh options. So that's where we're heading now, and we're gonna get the most important thing to do with bodybuilding. You gotta get the food. If your food's not on point, then everything else is going to be slacking and falling behind as well. So if you don't have your diet in check, go to Whole Foods and get your diet in check. Never come back here on the weekends, but we got everything. I think we got everything. Alright, so I just got back from Whole Foods and I got everything on plan. I got two things off plan. One is this. I love Dr. Pepper, but obviously I can't have it because there's sugar and whatnot in it. But this is 0 sugar, so something that's keeping me satiated. And if you need a little something, like a little, I guess like a sweet treat or like just something like kill a craving, diet soda is the way to go. And I also got this. One thing in the morning, I absolutely love coffee. So my espresso shots lately haven't really been like hitting the spot. So I got this, going with the creamer, and I froth it up nice into like a cappuccino. So it's like, it's a good coffee. But these two things are gonna help me stay on point because everything else is super dialed. Rice, sauerkraut, kimchi, avocados, blueberries, beef. And honestly, one of my favorite things to eat right now is beef meal, rice, my sauerkraut, throw some blueberries in there. Absolutely amazing. I'm gonna put all this stuff away and we're gonna move into the next block, the chill block. So this is one of the typical meals throughout the day. Super simple. We got the shrimp for protein. We got some sauerkraut in there. We got the rice. Very simple mix, very basic, but like Whole Foods are what you want, especially on prep. Your body just, you know, food is fuel at a certain point. So that's what we're looking at it is. Obviously I would love to have a burger right now. I love a burger, but this is the stuff that's gonna get me shredded. So this is what 7 p.m. on a Saturday looks like for us. Honestly, I love a good chill night. I'm about to toss on a movie with Bo. I got another meal in about an hour and a half to 2 hours. I got a little bit of work to do, and then I'm gonna call it a night. So honestly, nightly subs, I just take, I've been taking a sleep aid through Revive. It's literally just called sleep. I sleep like a baby, and I've been looking forward to my sleep. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. 15 weeks out until the pro debut. And if you don't already, follow me on Instagram, subscribe to the channel. And I just want to say thank you for all the support on everything. You know, code Vaughn, YOUNGLA, Raw, Revive, everything. I really appreciate it. Thank you for watching the videos. I'll see y'all in the next video.